You listening? Alright? Thought of the day, people. Every act you make, every thought you have, every emotion you feel will shape you and reshape you for tomorrow. Copy that?
Yeah, man, want to big up Unseen Sports TV now. Keep watching them, keep supporting them.
Unseen Sports TV, a station to be watched, a station to enjoy, a station in football and more football out Jamaica.
Big up.
People, Ronaldo Cephas here, and I'm saying, big up Unseen Sports TV. Over there you can get the latest track and field video, the latest football video. Just go over there and give him the strength. I'm out.
Welcome back to Unseen Sports TV. Football fans, we're here with another one. Demarai Gray is officially at the training camp with the Reggae Boys. I don't like to do videos with, especially with the Jamaican footballers coming in, top talent coming in, and it's not official. You understand me? I want to see them first before I say yes, they are there, because past times we are waiting on these at least to come and we can't see them. You understand me? So this video, we're going to talk about Demarai Gray. We're going to talk about the Jamaica team in Chicago at the moment. What is happening there? I don't know what is happening. Omar Hutchinson is not in the camp, so we can talk about him. People in the Jamaican fans are still talking about Ravel Morrison should be included, even though he's not in the squad, and they have a reason why. In terms of we're trying to build something and then we try to tear it down. Oh, no, my father. Bro, why Bailey missed training today? I don't know why Bailey missed training. I don't know about that one. I don't get any information on Bailey missing training today. You understand me? But people, we have here beside us El Futuro Sports boss in the building. You understand me? Kavi Mix. He will join in a quick second. Yeah, man. See, man. Yeah, man. So Kavi Mix in the building, people.
Night, everyone. Happy to be here.
Yeah, people. So remember to like, subscribe, and share the content with your friends and family. You understand me? Yeah. So we'll go straight tonight now, Mr. Meeks. So, Demarai Gray, posted something. I would love to read it. Everton Football Club, reported it. I love to read it. This is a committed soldier. You understand me? Committed person. Barely feel him a big baller and miss training. Well, the coach him know what to do. Bench him if him not follow suit. You understand me? Anyway, let's move on. So Demarai Gray, so Everton Club said that Demarai Gray has received his first call-up for Jamaica Football Federation, JFF. All right? Let's move on. Demarai Gray said, while I am proud of what I have achieved in my football career to date, there is still so much I want to do over the years to come. It's time for a fresh challenge, and in my eyes, there is nothing more exciting than playing for a team that represents my family roots. I have already been proud of my Jamaican heritage, and joining the national team is a dream come true. With renewed ambition and excited plans in the team's pipeline, it feels like the perfect time to take this next step, and I can't wait to prove myself to the country and earn the right to represent Jamaica. So, based on what Demarai Gray is saying, is that he doesn't want to just come, and because he named Demarai Gray, he must play. He must prove to the country that he can deliver. Mr. Mix, what's your take on Demarai Gray inclusion in the national team setup?
Well, I think this is a good addition. Based on what I've seen of Demarai Gray from Leicester City days to Everton days, I think this is a good addition to the team. We look like offensively we have some quality and we're supposed to be able to get the goals. However, we have to look at our system, because if we have these players and we're not playing a proper system to to be able to bring out their best out of them, then we're going to have difficulties. So we just have to watch and see what is the system. But I think personally, our system should be set to complement Bailey's ability, Gray's ability, etc.
Yes. So I am feeling I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. So let's hear what Rajan Williams is saying. He said Bailey feel him a big baller, a mistraining. Unseen to me, Gray a better baller than Bailey, you know. Mhm. And me know him I go show up when him get game. Okay. All know Bailey can't show up. That's true. That's true. That's true. But everybody know if Bailey show up, team get this try. So Bailey need to put in the work because we're tired for you know. I just we actually just live off of what him can do and when I see it for the country. And that's not me do it for the club teams. I will know him have it in him, but him do it for the country. So let's see what Leon Bailey can do. And you know it's a sad thing, Mr. Meeks. Every time Leon Bailey come to a tournament for Jamaica, him always injured because the coach reported that um, you know the coach the training the doctors at Aston Villa said that they should give him more time, you know, to rest because they're coming off an injury. So he's not really 100% neither. You understand me? Based on what I'm hearing. So at the end of the day, it's just a sticky situation for some of our top players. So I think, you know, more pressure is going to be on Demarai Gray, Michael Antonio more than, you know, Bailey because Bailey, I don't think Bailey is in the best shape and form at the moment. You understand me? What's your thought on that, Leon Bailey? Not performing so far, national team.
Um, Leon Bailey for Jamaica is it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky because I think the team itself doesn't assist Bailey to shine. So in essence of that, it's kind of difficult to judge Leon Bailey because we play this type of direct type football, and those type of football doesn't complement players like Leon Bailey. However, I think he can do more when he gets the ball. I think sometimes he lose the ball too easily. But then when you look at it overall, you realize that teams tend to target Bailey. They double team him and things like that. So having Gray now on the field, they will have an additional distraction. So Bailey probably can get more space and can play. But I just hope and pray that the Jamaican coaching staff set a system of play that will complement the players offensively. If we're going to go to this direct ball to Antonio or to Burke and then flicker, it was going to be a problem for us.
Continue. Continue.
Hmm?
Continue.
So from that aspect, I would not blame Leon Bailey for totally for his poor performance. I would blame the contribution of Bailey's ability with the ball as well as the system in which we play. That is our issue. So I'm just hoping that we can be brave, bold, and play an offensive, balanced type football. We have this physical size, we have this speed. Why not try something different? Every time we try this defensive system and it just doesn't work, we have to try something different. And it is full time now that the coach gets some results. So he's under pressure. I believe that he's feeling the pressure. I don't think it's anything for us to alarm about firing or anything, but I think he's feeling the pressure because he wants to win. And if you check the games for the past 7 games, how many goals have we scored? For the past games that he has been the coach, how many goals have we scored?
We score, you know, one against Qatar, one against Jordan. We
We get
score
three
two
against
against Mexico.
we get three against Argentina.
We don't think we score. We're not scoring on against Trinidad.
One was a 1-0 and one was 1-0 and one was nil all or 1-0.
I think one love. One was one love. We lose one love down by, and they would what draw again 0-0.
So obviously goal scoring is an issue. Obviously, goal scoring is an issue. So we need to, and I think that the reason why this goal scoring is an issue is just the way we play.
Yeah.
My views pertaining to Corey Burke from yesterday, I just don't think Corey Burke should be in the team. I think Corey Burke has gotten enough time, and he hasn't delivered offensively. He has been able to deliver in some other aspect, but as a center striker, you need to be able to score or contribute to goal scoring. And he's not that type of player. We need to move away and try somebody else or try another set of person until we can find a solution. It is time for us to do it now before the World Cup qualifier starts come next year or later this year. And if we don't get that goal scoring prowess going, we will not make this World Cup or will not leave this zone.
All right, Rajan.
Sorry to interrupt. You know that people tend to underestimate Trinidad. But if you check the history of Jamaica, Trinidad probably have the edge over us.
Based on
Head,
cohesiveness.
no, based on head-on collision. I think they have
I
the
mean
edge.
statistics.
Yes, stats wise. So we have to be careful about this Trinidadian team. This Trinidadian team can pull off something on us. And if we don't go to the next round, that will be a total disaster.
If we don't go to
So we have to come good.
it's a big task ahead, It's a mix, and the coaches are under pressure. You understand? Coaching staff, everybody, they're under pressure. They're feeling the burn right now. Especially with these type of players. If they don't deliver, everybody go and say, why Jamaica getting these top talents and they're not putting use. Not putting the players in the right areas.
Jamaica has always gotten the star talent, and we always play persons even when they don't perform. Why is it that we cannot hold players responsible for their performance? So if you're on the field and you're not doing it, and you get a period of time which you get game, you need to give somebody else an opportunity. Some persons are there too long. And one of my biggest concerns pertaining to the Jamaican team, I cannot see a person who can dictate the game.
And there's no Ravel Morrison.
There's no Ravel
But
Morrison.
Ravel Morrison is out because he's not playing professional football for a long period of time.
But I think that Ravel Morrison could be doing physical testing his ability
Age
to
is our
cover.
next factor based on the age.
What is Ravel Morris' age?
31, 30, somebody.
But at 31, he'll be able to lead us through the World Cup qualifying for 2026.
Yes, but you want to set a precedent that player, if you want to make the team, you have to be playing, you have to be active. Once you leave a loophole, everybody go and try, to get into the team if they don't have a team. Same with Maps. Maps have to find a team for play.
Who's the man?
Because the coach Mariapa. You understand? The only person get blind, which everybody agree to, is Whisper. I have no problem with Whisper in the team because he's a cut above the rest. Right? If you ask me, he's better than Trevante Stewart and he's better than Colin Anderson.
In what aspect?
In terms of technical ability, he's better than them.
Can he
technical-wise.
score goal like them?
Him scored 30 goals in schoolboy football.
Well, so if we take a Colin Anderson or a Trevante Stewart and put them in schoolboy, I don't think they will score 30.
At 17-year-old, no, they wouldn't score 30 goals. Colin Anderson at 17-year-old only know if to run in a straight line.
But why would we turn it to 17? We're talking about the two players. We're comparing a big man to a small man, a boy. Which one at this moment is better at scoring?
Well, obviously Whisper.
Why? Because Whisper scored 30 odd goals in schoolboy.
Right, and the goals him scored.
this
It's
is
not
scored
about.
20.
It's not really about. It's how him score the goal and
So
like that.
you don't question
And skills
somebody
them.
defending in the schoolboy system.
Yes, but we see him do it against big people. The style where him use to cut and craft turn and stuff like that. Him do against big.
So my question
defenders.
to you, Hans, which defense is the best? The Premier League or schoolboy?
Obviously, the schoolboy would be better because they're more aggressive. Just aggressive. I mean,
So
that's
in the
different.
schoolboy league, the defenders defend better than the Premier League players.
Well, if you look at a JC team, they have understanding why defending. A Clarendon team, understanding why defending. We have good players playing, you know, who come and play in the JPL, who get start over love for the big adults them. You understand me? And whisper make them look like them not try.
You're telling me that schoolboy standard of defending is higher than the
I am
Premier
not
League.
saying that. What I'm saying is that you have teams who whisper played against, who have quality players who played Premier League, we can get rid of.
And you have a lot of school players who dominate schoolboy football and could not even stand a chance to make the team.
Hmm.
My point is, Whisper is a good player. There's no question about that. Based on what he has shown, he's a good player. But I'm saying, based on what these two fellas done in the Premier League, they deserve, or one of them deserve, an opportunity to showcase himself on the international stage. Do you disagree?
Repeat that.
Based on what these two players have displayed in our national Premier League,
Hmm.
one of these players should have been given the opportunity to display their talent on the international scene
True.
over Corbin.
True. 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 That's true. I'm going through some of the comment section. So Rajan Williams said, for me, Burke nor Bowes enough to start if we want to win US. Well, I agree with that. No, bro, remember I won big baller and TNT. Mhm. And remember when we played the friendly with them, none of our star player was there. We always say star player, star player. When them come play, them add nothing to the team. Only Michael Antonio really cut above the rest who can come up with something.
What happened
Understand
to
me?
Amari Hutchinson?
I don't know. Them same of the what you call it? The captai syndrome.
The what?
Captai syndrome.
What is that?
Meaning that if I want to play with some of my machine will captain Jamaica. Still that them say.
Because I saw an article that states that he said he's not sure if he wants to represent Jamaica.
Yeah. Man says Stuart old. No man, Stuart alright. No Stuart not old. Stuart not 20 something. Which one is Stuart not old? We say Ravel Morrison, about 30 something. A Queen of Williams. That would say man. Yeah. Well, people, Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago head to head.
Ravan Morris is 30 years old.
Yeah, 30 years old. A total of 11 match. Jamaica win. Jamaica win 3. Trinidad win 3 and we draw 5. Also. So 3 and 3, 6 and 5, 11, yeah. Goal score is 20. Jamaica scored 10 goals. Trinidad scored 10 goals. So, yeah. Home stadium. Yeah. So Jamaica it really even, Mr. Meeks. Michael Woodburn. Big up yourself, Michael Woodburn. I know you think already. So it really, you have to say it level.
So based on the stats, that much can go anywhere.
Yeah, based on the stats.
Anywhere that can go.
Jamaica versus USA, head to head,
I don't think Jamaica have ever won USA.
of course. Of course. What from Jamaica play USA, man?
How much win Jamaica has? Jamaica don't have more than 4 or 5 wins in about 30 games.
So Jamaica play a total of 19 games. Right? USA lost only 3 games. USA lost to Jamaica. You know? Only 3 games USA lost to Jamaica. You understand me? 9 game drawn, and I think USA win 19 games. You understand me? What's up?
That's
That's all way.
if we can get a draw out of the US match, that would be good.
Yep.
Trevante Stewart isn't old. Trevante Stewart is
All right.
about
So I was wrong. I was wrong, people. Let's just fix that 8. So Jamaica play 17 match with USA. US win 11. Jamaica only win 3. We draw 3 with them. Total of 41 goal. USA scoring 28 goals on us, and we only scoring 13. So 13 from 28, how much makes?
13 from 28. That's 50.
So we're 15 goal away. You understand me? From them, and yeah, basically that. Give me a second, people. All right, people. Sorry about that. Let's go and through some of the Michael Woodburn. Big up yourself. You know anything already. Unseen, I think Gray I got attract more players overseas forward in the team. Okay. Up youth, Unseen get a co-host that actually know football.
Hold on.
Kevin Williams, big up yourself.
Question. Which other player is eligible to play for Jamaica? Big player overseas.
What name? The one where they get not the problem with the girl.
Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood, yeah. They say more come play for Jamaica. What do you think?
Well, he would be an addition. He can play through the middle.
Yeah, people. So words on the road that Mason Greenwood might play for Jamaica. So you can't say anti sports nobody telling you that. If it come true, so after the World Cup, you might see some big name are coming. You understand? Some big name. The next one with him, we're going to play for QPR and play for. The next big wing back. Yeah. Javin Bro and them man, if they must start prove themselves, they're gonna be out of the team. Yeah. Understand? But Mr. Meeks, I am saying, you know, it's obvious that the JPL don't carry any weight for athletes making the national team anymore, unless it's a situation where COVID or something like that hits, where they must go use for player because moving to countries may ban based on the COVID or the health whereabouts may come about. So as it stands now, everything free. The coaches are looking for quality to play for him because him on fire.
I personally believe that the locally, if I was the JFF boss, I would ensure that the top goal scorer in the Premier League, the top goalkeeper, the top defender, and the top midfielder player must be in the national team.
From the Premier League.
From the Premier League. If you see somebody else which you want, fine. But those 5 persons, the top goalkeeper, the top defender, the top midfielder, the top striker, those 4 persons must be in the national team. You must reward persons to improve the league. How is it that we want to improve our league and you're not rewarding the players?
Well, this is a big issue right now. Right now in the media family right now, there's no JPL player, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no JPL player. We reward Trevante and And colonialism.
You have to reward the players. So JFF need to make us
And a Christopher
set
Ainsworth.
set a system. Those players must be in the team. The top players from each areas must be in the team. So that would be 4 players. From that 4 player, now you would pick whoever you want.
Rich Paul, welcome to Unseen Sports TV. What says you?
Big up yourself, big up yourself, big up to your co-host. I had to bolt up straight from my sleep when I heard your co-presenter come out with what seems, let's be generous, and interesting, and again I'm going to use this word, it's been used in Jamaican circles, short-sighted attitude. Can I just get confirmation? Did the gentleman say, good night to your co-panelist, did he just say that he would ideally, in his opinion, get the best defender, best midfielder, best goalkeeper, and put them into a Jamaican 23-man party for significant games? Is that what he said?
Yes. That's what I said.
Give thanks, King. What is your name, sir? Let me remember. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Mr.
London,
Meeks,
England calling.
Meeks.
Mr. Meeks. Brother Meeks,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some credit for where you're coming from, but Jamaican football wants to go forward. And I can see where there could be issues where the JPL players could be concerned, because you want, yes, growth of Jamaican Premier League. I'm going to put it to you straight though.
Yeah.
Don't you think the standard needs to improve? And on merit, here's the key, on merit, those defenders, midfielders, strikers, the Trevantes, the O'Shane, and the Staples, to get into a Coach Heimer's team, don't you think that it's about time we suck it up and get these players in on merit? If they're good enough, they're in. But on the basis that they're the best in the JPL, that is a space that could be going to, proverbially speaking, waste, because there are other players who may genuinely be better suited to taking on the cream of the Concacaf and world. Speak, sir. Speak.
All right. This is my opinion. If you have checked over the years, the better players in the local Premier League normally get a contract. Some of them come back and they play for Jamaica. Now, my opinion is that even though they leave and go overseas, within less than a year, they will be called some of the time to represent Jamaica. What new development took place in that short period of time? Now, another aspect of it, if you want to improve your local leagues and you setting the standard and you are rewarding players that are competing, all players start to compete knowing that if I can keep a clean sheet, if I can do this, if I can do that, I have a possibility of making the squad. And if I maintain that quality, I have a possibility of making a national debut. It's like you're creating a competition for players to improve. And I strongly believe, based on what I have seen in the Premier League, our league is not as high as we want it. But you have players within that league who is better than some of the players who we are bringing back from overseas. And I say that without any apologies. We have some players who are better. Corey Burke, for example, I cannot understand why Corey Burke is in the team.
I join you with that. My mouth was open when I saw that he made the final 23. That's my opinion. Now, Coach Jaime must clearly, he seemingly has a different interpretation to yourself and myself. I was astonished that Corey Burke made the cut, though I was also surprised that Deshaun Richards made the final cut for 23. But your point there about there were players, give me a couple of players who you think could be better than the Jamal Lowe's and the Demarai Gray's from the JPL.
No,
I mean, for
Demarai
example,
Gray is
Colin
out of it.
Anderson is the
Demarai
guy.
Gray is out of it. Demarai Gray is a high quality player. He's out of it.
Yes, he is.
He's out of
Uh-huh.
it. Bailey is out of it. Mikel Antonio is out of it. If I'm to look at a striker and question him, I would say Corberg, and I would try one of my best strikers in Jamaica, which is based on merit, based on goal score, I would say Anderson.
Did you see? All right. Anderson, I must say, impressed me in terms of his heart, endeavor, pace, strength. But against the Soca Warriors, his finishing and the fact that he just didn't have the finishing product, he's a rough diamond. I thought he huffed and puffed, but if you want him to be the cutting edge for the Reggae Boys in a Gold Cup campaign,
Well, I
I'd say
personally
you're
thought that they should have given him more opportunities. So they should have brought him to the last two games. Most likely is that he was on his first match for the national team. There's a bit of tension inside of him. He's nervous and he's making errors. The more he plays, the better he will be, the more comfortable he will be at that level. And I think you will get more out of him.
I think you've got a good point. You're entitled to that view, and I can see where a player could be nervous upon making one of his first starts for the Reggae Boys national team. But these are the decisions that Coach Jaime has to make. He's got his perceptions of what he wants from the players at his disposal.
Rich Bow.
What I must say,
Rich Bow,
yes, sir.
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If it
Go
was
ahead, sir.
if it was Omar Hutchinson, would you pick Omar Hutchinson over Anderson in a team?
Well, they're in different positions, but what specifically are you trying to say? They play different positions. One's a forward, one's more of a...
two of them play against Trinidad and Tobago. Who would you say have a better series against Trinidad and Tobago?
I personally would, I remember more from Colin Anderson than Omari Hutchinson.
Right. So, but based on life funny though, people will pick Omar Hutchinson because him there England over Trevante Store because him play JPL.
Let me add a little more clarity to that particular point. There are some that may do that on that basis. But from what I've heard across the footballing landscape, there are some that would say Amari is technically gifted, but seemed to struggle because of the players he was playing with. Now, I don't personally totally subscribe to that.
No, I don't subscribe to that.
I've been underwhelmed by Omari Hutchinson's performances. From afar, just watching the eye test, I've been underwhelmed by his performances for Jamaica, and there could be various reasons for that. He's going through a couple of things apparently, so we wish him all the very best. But
what is happening with him right now? What is happening with him?
I think he's got the personal issues, moving and various things I've heard going on with him over in England. But what Mr. Meek said, unseen, is very interesting. If you call a spade, there are levels to this thing. The JPL, for example, when you mention, this is what came to my mind, when you mention if defenders in the JPL were told, look, if you keep X amount of clean sheets, you've got a great chance, or you will be given a place in the Jamaican national team. I don't know if that's the best incentive. The quality, frankly, I've been watching I've watched the JPL this season. It's been a pleasure watching the journey. But I say pleasure. There are levels. The JPL, it's not the highest level. Jamal Topi can look and has looked a decent defender in the JPL.
No.
Topi is on the bench. Topi is on the bench.
No, I said, let me finish. I said, in seasons past, Jamal Topi, he has made the Reggae Boys team based off performances in the JPL. But this season has been a different story. But because of the levels in the JPL, I mean, you can have defenders up against attackers who are not of the highest class, and the reverse is also the case. You can actually have defenders who, because they're not very good, make strikers look better than they are. And on that basis, I remember Coach Heimer being in the stands watching the games. He was kicked back, looking, and he's assessing. And I'm sure he saw there were levels to this thing. You know, is this defender tight on this player? Is this attacker making the runs that are really defending in Jamaica is not of the highest standard, in my opinion, from what I've seen. You need to be a real gem.
So all right. Can I ask you a question?
And I've not seen enough of that.
Can I ask you a question? Amariapa in the Jamaica team right now, based on his performance like the Qatar and Jordan game. Do you think he deserves a spot in the team?
I love this reason. Let me shut and spicy. All right, Mariapa, in my opinion, I was mouth open. A little bit surprised that he made the 23. Why? Because I think that he's not physically got the legs anymore. What he brings to the party is experience, leadership, communicative skills on the pitch. But do I think that he's tight on attackers? Do I think he can make it really difficult for opponents? Not necessarily. His time has passed, in my opinion, to be making the starting lineup. At bench, a bench player at best is what I would put Mariapa. And because of his experience, I think that's why he would make a Reggae Boys team at this juncture of his career. But if he didn't make the final 23, I would have been surprised. I think it's his experience, leadership, and communicative skill, and the fact that he brings a lot of camaraderie to the party and is well liked and has been committed and been a huge part of Jamaican football. But as a football player, no. Danny Alves made the Brazilian team in Qatar. He could still physically do something, but not be a starter and regularly be expected to do certain things. But because he had experience and he's got the communicative skills and he's got the personality similar to a Mariapa, that's why he's in the party. But I don't.
But Rich Paul, the reason the coach used to justify and really say and really say that, you know, Mariapa couldn't manage to play double 90 minutes and them have racing. That reason alone really, you know, raise eyebrows, say, oh, him not ready for this level anymore. He's not physically ready.
I would agree with you. Again, Jaime is going to be making the decisions. And by the way, let me be crystal clear. Coach Jaime is under the microscope, justifiably so, but interestingly so. I think that he's a welcome and refreshing change from such man, no doubt about it, in my opinion. And I'm looking forward to his ability to make substitutions, to read games, to give players instructions, to have a form of and pattern of play. How this actually bears out and looks, that's going to be what I'm going to find very interesting, because make no doubt about it, this Reggae Boys 23 is the kind of Reggae Boys 23 that I anticipated 2 years ago when Jamaica went out 1-0 to the United States of America. I looked at that Reggae Boys lineup and I thought, why are people jumping up and going crazy about this team, even though they're up against C-minus teams in the Canadians and the Mexicans and the Americans? Why do people think that Jamaica are going to win a Gold Cup with these players? They don't stand out. When I heard that the Jamaican diaspora is being embraced and that you're going to have spattering a handful of quality Premier League Championship players in the Reggae Boys team, infused with the best from around the diaspora, including Jamaica, I thought these players will make the difference in the Concacaf level. I've been surprised. Can I ask Brother Meek a question?
Yeah, sure.
And he may know more. What makes the Concacaf region different, or what skills and attributes do you need to be successful in the Concacaf region? Because I thought that Premier League players and Championship players in the Reggae Boys team would bring extra technical ability, experience, and a mental acumen that made them ready to say, yeah man, you guys can play, but watch how we run things. 1-2, making runs off the ball, and you'd see the difference. But it's not panned out so far on the Tapper, to a degree on the Pool Hall. But what is it about the Concacaf region? What do you need as a player to be the difference makers?
Before I answer that, let me say something.
Go ahead.
I strongly believe that a lot of these players that is coming from England, which we say are so-called top players, they are not top players. They wanted to play for England, and for some reason or the other, it doesn't happen for them because of their abilities. After which, then they stretch out a hand because they have some connections to Jamaica. But if you check these players, they are not ranked as a top class player. They are only top class because they are coming to Jamaica. But if they were to play for our, they wouldn't even stand a chance to play for England. That is just my opinion. All right, go back to your question. I think one of the major problems that we have we need to be able to dominate in Concacaf is the ability to play this football in tight spaces. So even though we're under pressure, we're still comfortable with the ball and we still can think and move the ball around. Slavery. So many of our players, their awareness is absent. That is just my proof. That is why I strongly believe and persons say that Raval Morris is not on a team and this and that, but Raval Morris to me is the only player in Jamaican team currently that has that ability. No matter how you put him under pressure, he will find a way to keep possession of that football and get you out of the problem and play football. How many players in Jamaican team have that ability? The problem when you look at when Mexico play us, Mexico press us. As soon as Mexico and those team, high quality teams start to press us, beer bang bang football. We can't put on the football and say, okay, let's break this line of press and penetrate. No, bang 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 bang.
Them not call it. Them not call it long ball. What them call it again, Rich Paul?
What, as opposed to long ball?
Yeah, them about DM feet.
Root
So
one?
when it connect, them call it direct football. But when you not connect, they call it long ball. Oh yes. Them about DM feet, man. I speed me here with it and man is man.
The only phrase I use is I heard is
when the ball them connect, you know, because quite if you look back on the Mexico game, still the long ball, the connect, you know, and Bobby Reid built one another goal. So at the end of the day, long pass, yes, long pass.
Maybe a long ball is a cross.
No, long ball, I when you not connect, and long pass when you connect.
So go back to the point now. Go back to the point now. When you play some of these top teams in the world, for argument's sake, Spain, you cannot press them. No matter how you press them, they will pick you and beat that line and go and score. Don't have that ability. And when we are recruiting players who maybe have speed or physicality or something, but we're not getting players who can literally play football.
All right, hold on. We have a guest on the show. I'm Rich Pow. Coach Dixon is in the building. You understand me? Part of El Futuro Academy a couple of months ago, and he's here to share his thought on the topic. So, Demarai Gray is officially at the training camp with the boys, and we were discussing, the players in and which player should not be in the squad. What's your thought on the squad so far, Mr. Dixon? And you can drop you talk about what you think. Go ahead, sir.
First and foremost, take the
when I hear us,
midfield.
are you low?
You hear me now?
Kind of look a bit low still. Oh yeah, use the headset.
No.
That's why, man. Look like that's why.
All right, just spare me a moment.
All right. Which Paul can continue?
All right, sir. There, that's in my brother Meeks.
Yes.
Very interesting questions and points that you've raised. Full respect. This is a delight reasoning with you. You know your football. Tell me about the quality in the JPL, for example. Let's pick up the JPL and get them plaudits. What's the issue with the footballing IQ? IQ, Not the technical, though if you want to touch on that, no problem. The footballing IQ and the technical IQ in the Jamaican midfield environment. My contention is, as I said, when I joined, I believe that the championship style level players, the DJ, Bobby Reeds, now in the Premier League, Fulham, they would be technically advanced, and footballer IQ, composure on the ball, would be superior to or equal to the GPL players. Having seen JPL players in action, I don't see the bag of skill, the bag of footballing IQ, which means that we've got to do and work with what we've got to work with across the diaspora. Maybe across the diaspora, as it stands, our footballing midfield stocks are not ideal or very high. I don't rate the Jamaican midfielders. It's an issue. The forwards are easily the best part of our play. Andre Blake in goal. We've got good footballing goalkeeping stocks. But the midfield area, the engine, the area where you make the big decisions and you can win and lose a game, we struggle in that area. What's going on in JPL?
Let me make a comparison. Let's compare track and field to football. It is clear that Jamaica coaches understand what it takes to get that athlete to run at the highest standard. And they go on the training ground and they give them step-by-step procedures to follow and work based on a timeline and based on a plan. And after a while, they go to the biggest stage and they execute. So from that understanding, coming back to football, it only points to one thing. The coaching needs more exposure to get players to understand step-by-step way to read the game and express themselves and enjoy the game, make fans enjoy the game, but by winning by the same time. So if you look at it, one of our biggest problems in Jamaica, many players don't spend, our coaches don't spend any time developing players both feet. Most players are one-sided. That's a big issue. So when they come under pressure, they can't use the left foot for argument's sake, it causes problems. And I believe that if you get a player who can use the weaker side of his body to do the basic, then you will get a better player. If you get a player to understand how to create space, Jamaican players don't know how to create space. When we pass the ball, we stand and we watch. We don't pass the ball and move. If a player follows, we can pull back into that space and create that space and receive the ball and circulate the ball. Those little things. You see the finer details, we just don't understand it from a management perspective and a coaching perspective. And that is the problem, in my opinion.
You know your football, Papa Meeks.
Hold on.
Full respect. I understand, agree everything you said. What I going on, Unseen?
Hold on, let me go through some comments. You understand me? Because we can't leave the people out in the dry. You understand me? Because they're going to say, hey, Unseen.
Yeah, man, come in, bring them in.
So where the JPL players can play co-host, you can answer that after this. Next one's a long pass, yeah. If we are crying over the non-selection of JPL, what message are we sending to players like Cephas, Daniel Green, Albert Powell, West Harding, Zimenez, Richard King, Norman Campbell? So Richard King, I don't think him get him visa yet, so him out of it, him can't go America. Cephas, them say him not getting an opportunity to play with the coach. You know, see him at the national team. Daniel Green, him there one country I play football with them sanction. Not as good. You understand me? Albert Powell in a bangerans with JFF. I don't know if them fix that yet. West Harding, I don't think that maybe the coach now see him as the best fit. Zimenez, quality player, I don't know why he's not there. Norman Campbell are doing well. So these players are banging on the door. I think Zimenez should be there. Right now, I think Zimenez is even better than Zimenez. I play different positions. Zimenez I play center forward. Isn't that right, Rich Paul? He play center forward the club room.
From what I understand.
Yeah, in
From
the
what I
first team
understand,
as
it's good
well.
that Jamaica have competition for place. It's good that them have it. I thought Cephas would be a dark horse. I had him potentially making a.
Yeah, but you know, people going to say, who you going to, all right.
Actually,
so what them
going
to do, to try to get to create that narrative that Cephas should be out is that who Cephas, which position Cephas play, right? Then they're gonna say who him should replace. Cause you have get category, you have to go put him with the wingers. Then they might go against Blake, Demarai Gray, might go against Paris, and might go against Leon Bailey. Right? But me I take the chance any day and take out Corberg and the next winger.
Yeah, man. I Jamaica is blessed, quote unquote, with a lot of forward wingers. Corberg, I've seen him have the occasional hard working game, but anyway, we'll see. He's done in a jersey, and we'll see what he brings.
Well,
I do think he deserves a shot, but just keep on working. My advice would be Cephas, keep on doing your thing, working hard, scoring, performing, and pushing yourself, and you will be duly recognized, and then you can make your case. Because when you actually go into the international stage, it's one thing playing for your club. Some people shine for their club, not for the country. Some people shine for the country, not for the club. Rebel Morrison.
Yeah, Pablo.
Again, my mouth was open. Yeah. I thought that he should be in there, even though he's not got a club. But Mr. Meeks made a very good point about the quality midfielders. Rebel has got the ability, technical ability, coolness under pressure, and ability to pick a pass. He just may not have the legs to play defensively, but attacking wise, he can produce the bullets for the likes of the Antonios up front and the Boazers. We'll see.
All right, so Rich Paul, Coach Dixon is on the line as well and stuff. So Coach Dixon, you can go ahead and state your point, based on what is going on so far.
Good night, Brother Dixon.
Go ahead.
First, I think the midfield very weak.
The midfield very weak?
And you touched on a good point a while ago. Say, of course, you'll bring people. You'll take the chance that Corberg and bring people. And that makes all of sense. Because when you bring Shamar Nicholson, Antonio, Corberg, I assume that them three men can play center power. I mean, Nicholson can play off the wing, of course.
Of course.
But when you start Demarai Gray, remember now, you know where you're going to bring from to the table, right?
But even Leon Bailey though, Leon Bailey can play through the middle.
Yeah, but then too much person you bring to play through the middle.
He not really bring nobody to play through the middle.
No, but Antonio is there.
No man, me I talk top link, How much top link him bring?
And him bring. If he bring more wingers, give more options, more variety. Which is there also.
True.
So we have whole heap of options. We have Paris also. But we can say it's a quote-unquote winger.
True.
But based on the formation that we're going to play, when we put one of them out on the winger or whatever, we come under pressure against, for example, the United States. I'm not sure if I watched the match with Canada the other night. They play well. So when we come under the pressure, who is going to run back and all that? We need somebody to, when we have to create the line, because we are coming under pressure. We can agree on that. So we have a come under pressure. Right? So who will be the outlet and all that? We bring more wingers, more quick players. I would bring a Corberg where I don't see even start over another man. Well, I don't know where the coach has in head, but I see from my perspective. I don't see even start over another man. So, what is he there for?
Yeah, Rich Paul, you hear that, Rich Paul?
No, I'm never here, but it looked like he was here. What to go on? You don't have to repeat everything, but what was going on?
Well, I must say the team, him not carrying enough like top link. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Out and out top link. who can slow down the game and pick it up and create opportunity. You understand me? But we know that Demarai Gray can play through the middle. You know that Bailey can play through the middle as well. But my problem is, as me say, he must say the same thing as me say. Corey Burke never there for go be a spanning performance. 30 games and only 8 goals. That's one goal every 3 games. So if we're depending on a Corey Burke to carry us to the next round, we're gonna drop out.
Ask Brother Dixon about Dejan Richards and ask Brother Meeks and yourself. Dejan
In my ear, man. Dixon.
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
You must say what you think about Dejan Richard inclusion in the squad.
Of course, we should. I mean, he's not playing any active football for the past few months. But if we give him a platform from here, when we are giving it, when he was 25, 26, 27, like how always I do, we see how often we use that, and it now works. So we have to try and make him gain that experience and all of that. As the coach said, we are listening to the interview, and say, it's not a situation whereby he probably get less game time and all that, which is understandable. And it must mean that you are going to give him less game time, because if you go out here and he might perform, I strongly believe that who are perform are them to play.
Right.
So if you put him out there and give him a cameo appearance and he might perform well, why not? I mean, we don't have nothing to lose. We have a discussion today, and the same thing come about. Basically, we always try with the older guys. Make a try with the young guys. How body can get.
I must say that I can understand where Brother Dixon is coming from, and I empathize, because I initially, though surprised that Dijon was included in the final 23, because Coach Heimer made a very good point, which is he saw and he sees something in Richards. Watching his displays in the games in the lead up to this World Cup, you can see that he's got the confidence and abilities that can make a difference. His tracking back skills need to be worked on. His decision making and passing needs to be worked on. But of course, you're going to always have room for improvement. I remember Ronaldo, as a 17-year-old, I believe, 1994, went to the World Cup with Brazil, didn't play a minute. Though his ability, he could have gotten to the pitch. Of course, Bebeto and Romario were in his way, but that experience on the bench was invaluable. On that basis, I trust the process, and I say props to Coach Jaime and all the very best to Brother Richards. But Brother Meeks and Coach Dixon, I'm going to give you four midfield players, because this midfield absence is so frustrating. I'm trying to get the footballing IQ and insight of the Jamaican footballing public. I was in a WhatsApp group, and I said, just put it on there, just mark the cards. Would Fred, Brazil, Man United's Fred, make this Reggae Boys team? There were people that said, no, we don't want that. We're not good enough. We're not ready. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Some other people said, stop your night.
Good enough for just this Jamaican team. In my opinion, he's good enough for this Jamaican team.
As I said, I believe that you know your football, and I like the cut of your jib. I think that is absolutely the fair point. Now, Lamar Walker, Tyreek McGee, Alex Marshall, these are players that I heard coming into finding out about Jamaican football, that these are ballers. A baller that, my baller that, a baller, big baller. Lamar Walker, Alex Marshall, Tyreek McGee. These players have been found a little wanting. Personally, I must say, watching JPL, I've enjoyed Portmore United and on Gardens. Demario Phillips, I think he's been a little unfortunate, but he's a talent. I'd say someone like him, work hard, keep working in the game, keep pushing yourself, and you can get a chance to get into the Jamaican team, unfortunately. But it's a very interesting point you've made as well, Brother Meeks, because you said the coaching plays a part. And when I joined the Reggae Boy space, this is my opening salvos. In my opinion, Jamaican football faces many challenges and opportunities. We've got the Jamaican diaspora, we've got talented players, but because we've got a coaching issue in Jamaica on Jamrock, because we've got the whole issue of passport and visas, because we've got the whole issue of players coming over and then trying to get preparation time, gelling, cohesiveness, getting a team to mold and to be worked on and to have a band of brothers mentality. This is part of the challenges that Jamaica faces. Those three midfielders that I mentioned, and I'm going to throw in Mr. Javon Watson, who I saw actually in a throwback 2017 game in when you guys made the final, when Reggae Boys made the final against the United States of America. How would you describe those midfield players? Were they overhyped? And who was the best of those?
The best out of those midfielders, I would tend to go to Maggie. I would tend to drift to Tyreek Maggie. If they were overhyped, no. I thought they dominated. I thought they dominated at the schoolboy level. I thought what went wrong is that they didn't get the proper coaching after to clarify certain mistakes and things that they are doing at the amateur level that will not work at the pro level. So they came to the pro level and they did certain things that will not work. And there was nobody, no coach or no manager to say, hey, get videos and clippings and show them, say, hey, this, you're exposing the ball too much, or for whatever it is, and fix those little aspects of their game. That's just my opinion.
This is why I think there's certain challenges and opportunities which makes the challenge for the likes of the JFF and for the fans and for managers who come in very challenging and interesting. It's not a bed of roses. It's not an easy walk.
Let me say something. Let me say something. You see, the JFF is to be blamed, because it is my opinion. Everything that I express is my opinion. I have learned about quality and quantity. Now, once you can improve the amount of person exposed, automatically you will get a better quality. The competition will take place. Now, if you look at the JFF, every coaching job or every coaching seminar, they have a selected persons who they send. And those persons keep going round and round. And when you check the national team, those same coaches are put in different positions. So they fail in this team, and then they take them out, send them out for a year or two, and then bam, they put them in another team. If Jamaica JFF had said, okay, there's a coaching course, and they make it public, all coaches who are interested, this is a coaching course, this is a part of your development, the JFS will sign up, and the JFS will subsidize, and you will go. So when you take a step now, you would have, say, 1,000 coach start to get exposure to higher quality of teaching the game. At the end of the day, the persons with the smarter minds and the smarter thinking will be able to come on a football field and teach the players, and then now you will start to see the quality stepping up.
But Rich Paul, Dixon.
Yes, I'm here.
You're here. All right. So you are the problem now with coaching in Jamaica too. It's not only the learning, we learning how to do stuff and put it out there to the athlete. But you don't care how much IQ you have. You alone can't coach one team of 20, 30 boy.
I always say you can't have 30 boys.
So this is the problem now. Here the problem come down to now. Finance. How much school can pay 5 or 6 coach? With school in a Jamaica, when schoolboy football with one coach at the helm, one coach right do everything for the board. Think about it. And give me an answer.
None of them can think of.
If you look on a JC coaching staff, how much coach is it?
About 8, 9, possible more.
Clarendon,
Similar.
Wolmers.
It go right down the line.
You understand me?
That's why those
So it
they
basically,
perform better.
basically, I tell you, say, in the clubs them nowadays, you have 1, 2, 3 coach. It can't work. When you look on the professional league coaches, them rich power. You have more than one coach who are responsible for the area. You have a coach responsible for defense. You have a coach responsible for speech. You have a coach responsible for all different aspects of the game. And then you have a one general coach now who makes sure that all plans and everything is dotted and is crossed. You understand? And when time comes for them play for championships, they are ready. You understand me? That is why, that's why we leave Jamaica and we go play at the Caribbean club champions. We look mediocre. Speed alone can't do it.
Yeah, because you have 2 coach or 3 coach, and when you look on the coaching staff, professional setup, a 16 plus.
And the next thing to Rich Paul and Dixon and Coach Mix, we look on the football with a naked eye, while other teams have devices. What I miss nothing.
So Anthony, you're saying that we're not investing in the football.
We're not invest technologically wise, bro. With your back at time, same way. Where are the GPS? Where are the GPS monitors? Where are the video cameras? Where are these devices to use on the bench? Who is technically who is the person who's responsible for giving the coach hands-on information while the game is going on, so he can make decision quickly. We are far behind. And if I'm gonna tell you this, I say if we can implement them things in our grassroots program from now, the football automatically improve. If we can do that, technological wise, because I mean I think we're gonna ever have the money to pay more than one coach. You understand me? No, properly. But if we can improve in terms of technology, then right? But football can improve from the grassroots level. You see the grassroots level, Rich Paul, that's the problem there. No proper tournament, na farm. You understand me? The mindset is not right. It's about winning. That's a one change. That's a one change. The organizer them don't know what they are doing either. So
which is one of the reasons why I say that Jamaican football has numerous challenges and opportunities. You just mentioned grassroots. Coach Meeks, Coach Dixon, Unseen, viewers and subscribers. Let me ask this question. When I came to Coach's desk, I asked Coach Lindsay what a go on. I want to just simply know what a go on. Second question, since I've been in these circles, is this. Does the JFF love and have a passion for the game of football? If the answer is yes, things can go on. If the answer is no, that is a problem. Speak!
Sammy?
I don't even know enough. I think it's a question mark, because if they had, they would structure certain things better. They would give coaching education to many more coaches, because I don't think that the coaches that they have registered on where they're working is just the total smartest coaches in Jamaica. I think that you have other smart coaches in Jamaica, is just not getting the opportunity. Also, if they had that love for the sport, the grassroots structure would be much better. A lot of money would be pumped down there to ensure that the basic fundamentals of the game is being understood from the 6 to 8 to 9 to 10 years old students. So there's a lot of question because most of the money is being spent in on adults, and you can't really change an adult. Once he has his bad habits, it's difficult to change. So I having question marks about it.
Brother Dixon?
Dixon.
Brother Dixon is Coach Dixon there, and you can step in as well. I'd like to know what your opinion is on this. Great answer by Coach Weeks.
Repeat
the question.
Repeat by the question so Dixon can hear.
Does the JFF, as a body, a governing body, does it have a genuine love and a genuine passion for the game of football in Jamaica? Because when it comes to relationships, I feel that is one of the big bugbears and issues when it comes to Jamaican football. If you have respect and a love and passion for the game, just like your lady, your wife, your partner, you would go the extra mile, you get the basics right. Look at the reggae girls treatment. You do the very best you can for them within the means that you have at your disposal. You might not be a millionaire, but you'll make sure you can do what you can to the best of your ability. I've got my concerns that Jamaican Football Federation does not genuinely love the game of football as a game and a sport. What say you, Coach Dixon?
All right. I share the same sentiment. I think the federation, to start with, love the game. I mean, I think them invest enough. I think the politics, the federation, are the biggest problem. Like the administration and all of that. So there's a lot of question marks, a lot of things we can say, hey, could go different, of course. But there are too many question marks. I think they have the players at hand. The players' interest.
What should they? Utah.
I hear you, Coach Dixon, and that is a very telling answer. Unseen, are you still there? Is there a call coming through? You want me to come up the line?
No, man, I'm still there, man.
What do you think, Unseen? And again, make sure if you've got comments that you need to read out, please do that because viewers' opinions are important. But what do you think, Unseen? Do they have a love and a passion for the game, an interest for the grassroots of the game? Are they willing to go beyond short-sightedness and their pocket? Or do they deserve
Collier,
more?
share your music, share your love.
Hold on, Rich Paul. Hold on, Rich Paul. Yeah, Dixon, you're back online. You did finish where that says Coach Dixon?
Yeah. I think I was cutting out in and out, but I think Rich Paul got what I'm saying.
Okay, so my opinion, I don't think. All right, so we can put it this way. I don't think they really love it because I think you should learn from your mistake. And over the years, the selfishness for some of the people in the JFF really cost us and really peg us back at this moment where we're at. We should reach farther than this. I remember watching Jamaica play Demarai Gray, and we have some players who have JPL ball them that play and them that play quality football. Diego Forlan could even turn with the ball. People, if you go watch back some of the games, man, I see how we play.
Fantastic game.
You understand me? Some big baller. Some big baller. And we are dealing with them like baby. You understand me? So really now, where we at now in the football, we have to try run go England and run go there so we get players to change their nationality to come play for it. Because them father. You understand me? I say it just with the back of time.
But the truth is, why we always take England reject them?
Well, I would call them England rejects still because some of them decide to play for Jamaica.
Got to be very careful. Maybe that's part of the cultural part
No,
of the
I said that.
cultural change that Coach Hymer made mention of. Cultural change. You hear that term, reject? Could that be part of the cultural change? We want more problem solvers, more professionalism. Certain things that Coach Hyman has been in the hot seat. I mean, I remember him get the bomber out of you unseen, and then come on, I'm sure. But on the bigger scale,
hold on.
You need to take a deep breath and check out Wagwan in the Jamaican football. Something needs to shake up. Self-interest, this reject talk.
Yeah.
We need to embrace the diaspora, but people are entitled to their opinions. We need to reason this thing out, iron things out, and see what I want. Back to Coach Dixon, maybe he's got some clarification.
Well, before we go to Coach Dixon, we want to address one question. So Big Deal say, "Oh, with the back of time, right?" And then him take what me say and put in a theme context. Like I am saying that we shouldn't take any player from overseas. You understand what I say? Everybody knows that a country, every country take players. But Jamaica take player more than I think it more than the big country them in the world right now. If you check, Jamaica team is made up of more overseas players than local based players, local bred players who are overseas. Put it that way.
But unseen, that every country has a different set of dynamics. That's back to what I said, challenges and opportunities. I immediately saw, especially after listening and reasoning.
Sometimes the interpretation by these people in the comment section, they totally get it wrong.
Sometimes that is the case. As you know, unseen, it takes a big man to come on the phone and come in the studio.
When them get it wrong, their response is, so what?
Back to the cultural change and the footballing IQ and professionalism and having the best interest at heart. Unseen, Jamaica has unique opportunities and unique challenges. If you understand and believe that the JPL is fundamentally not one of the strongest leagues by far in the world, but what we do have are certain gems within that league, plus players in the USL occasionally. I mean, a Devin Speedy Williams, I thought, could do something in the Jamaican football senior men's team. Still, you've got the Ravel Morrison, then you've got Bailey, Antonio, Demarai Gray. That's Jamaican diaspora talent. It's a gold mine. You need to take advantage of that. But it's about gelling, the players having the time and preparation time and the logistics and the passport issues. There's a lot to deal with. But unseen, you can't tell me as day follows night that you feel that, as Coach Meeks said, join the dots. If the coaching is not of the highest standard, and then you've got a Tyreek McGee matriculating from schoolboys football, the Costa football, looking like he's a big baller, but then finding that he's got big gaps in his game, he then gets transferred overseas, can't get a game because he's not good enough for whatever reason. Alex Marshall, another case in point. Lamar Walker, you can see there's ability, but it's just not good enough in the international scene. Why would you be beating anybody for saying we're going to get talent that is better trained, better coached, better facilities, hungry, got the passion, but they've got the ability. There's the key. Let me get that one. The ability. Why would you bash somebody for saying we're going to have a 23-man party and most of them is based overseas? They are Jamaican. They're Jamaican. They are Jamaican. They're Jamaican. You now got Carthy, a defender and a midfielder whose ball control is not ideal, but matched up against fellow JLP players, then look like them or do something. But when you put them in another environment, they're not ready. Unseen. Join the dots.
Why?
Call a spade, and it's no disrespect.
All right.
It's
Watch
no
this.
disrespect.
Watch this now. I believe, as Mr. Meeks said, based on merit, it should be called.
Yes.
Whether locally.
No. He said Coach Meeks made an interesting point. He knows his football. I've got full respect for him. But I don't think he necessarily ultimately said based on merit. I think he said if you are deemed found to be the best in your position in the JPL, then on that basis, you should be given a place, allocated a place, reserved a place in the Jamaican 23-man, 30-man squad when they are chosen. that is not on merit. That is quota system type mentality and attitude and approach. It's a different way because those guys may get into the squad. They may not be starters, but they're playing with players and training with players who are better technically wise, footballing IQ wise, coaching wise, discipline wise, coolness wise, and that can make them become better players. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to get a starting berth, but they can take the experience from the training camps, bring it back to the JPL, and then their levels of performance rises and rises to the point where they can earn a place on a Jamaican squad on merit, not because it's an allocation for the best JPL defender, midfielder, goalkeeper, attacker. No.
So, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, though, Richpo. What? All right. So, the JPL players, none of them don't get a call up in the national team going to the World Cup, right? Based on them.
On this occasion.
Yeah, based on them performance. How you feel though? You scored 20 goals, you know, played a game against Trinidad for Jamaica, and you know you never look bad at all in terms of certain aspect of the game. It's only, you know, certain things need to tighten up same way, and you don't get opportunity. How would you feel not in the team?
It's very hypothetical.
And it's a national team, a Jamaican team, Jamaica team.
Yeah.
How you feel?
Yeah, let me ask you a good question.
National League,
I would like.
how would you feel?
Yeah, I'm going to answer. I'm going to tell you. It's a hypothetical question, but I'm going to answer you. I want to believe that I am good enough to make the squad and a first team on merit. When in 1994, for example, you had Ronaldo, El Phenomenon, in the squad. He made the squad on merit. He couldn't make the first team necessarily on merit, but, and here's the caveat, but, he was good enough to, if somebody got a knock, he could come on and do a job. But he wasn't the finished product, but he was good enough to stay on that stage and perform. He was not given a minute on the pitch in 1994 in that World Cup in America. Romario is the reason why. Bebeto is the reason why. That is out and out class, and you can make the argument that they lifted the World Cup. You could see what happened. Now, you will have scenarios where a young player or a mature player is given an opportunity on merit. Dujon Whisper is there because they see something in him. But Trevante Stewart and Colin Anderson are not out and out definitively starters. They need to try harder, work harder. Not a problem. I'd say, am I good enough? And you know what? I'm not going to say I want to blind. In Qatar in 2022, in that World Cup, Pedro, Flamengo, leading striker, Brazilian league striker, Pedro, Pedro. This guy got an opportunity to play for Brazil in the lead-up games. I think they played Ghana and Tunisia. They gave him a lot of opportunities when he got his chance. I don't know if it was a starter or a substitute role. And they gave him, he got a few chances in the game. He finally scored. They celebrated, it was joyous. I thought, I was pleased for him. Pedro, pleased for him. He played ironically as Brazil got taken to the cleaners by Senegal. There were levels to this. Well done to Senegal. But when he played in the World Cup, when Richarlison, who had a wonderful World Cup, was injured, when they played Croatia, hobbled from early on in the game, it was a chance now for Pedro to step in. Pedro was not a patch on Richarlison of Spurs in Brazil. He was not a patch. He looked good in the Brazilian league. You watch his goal history. He scored some very good goals, interesting goals, talented striker goals, forward goals. But on the international stage against Croatia, quality defenders, quality midfielders, he did not look, feel, and perform nowhere near that level. He was not the deal. He was not the solution. Trevante Stewart, I wouldn't feel comfortable if I saw him huffing and puffing in the Gold Cup, or Colin Anderson huffing and puffing on the big stage. And then people say, watch out, where am I going with? No, if you're good enough and you feel that you are good enough, work. And someone like Coach Heimer, remember, I was talking about relationships. Coach Heimer, to me, he comes like in a relationship issue. He's like a mediator. He's coming as the mediator. He's neutral. He's overseas. He's FIFA approved. And he's taken a step back, checking out the landscape and making decisions. There may be some more uncomfortable decisions that some people might disagree with. And that's why I say he's under the spotlight. We're going to see how good of a coach he is. Repeat again. We're going to see how good of a coach he is, because in this Gold Cup, I believe that they're a top 4. Jamaica, Mexico, Canada, America, the usual suspects. These are not A teams. Mexico sacked their last coach, Coco, I believe. He's been sacked. Got the marching orders. The same manager who was leading the team against Brazil, against Jamaica and the Azteca. They didn't feel it's politics as well, but they're not happy with his style of play. He's gone. Mexico are struggling, but they might bounce back and want something to prove. Canada lost to America in the Nations League, which was the A team. They consider that more important than the Gold Cup, in my opinion. This is not the European Championship. Gold Cup is not the A-list tournament that many people might believe it is. It is not. This is a very good opportunity, make no mistake, for Jamaica to show how good they are. We'll see how good they are. And I hope that they top the group, because it's an easier run to the final. They come second. If they come second, then I tell you what, they will have earned, even though it's against limited quote-unquote teams, the Guatemalas. You can have a little Guatemala action, maybe a little Panama action. But if you want to win this Gold Cup and come second, you might have to go past a Canadian team that are hurting from the loss in the Nations League. Not the same team, but they may want to, all right, I've got a shot at the first team if I can perform well. You've got America, well, it's home turf. Say no more. They like to win. They're winners. And Mexico, talented team, ability. They need to bounce back. They're not as strong as they used to be. Listen, there are challenges and opportunities for Jamaica. But if I was, going back to your original question, if I was a player playing in JPL, banging in the goals, I would be aware, Coach Parchi, that I am banging in goals against defenders who are not the caliber of defenders that the likes of Bobby Reed are coming into opposition against. Jamal Lowe, they're not the kind of strikers and defenders that we're going to encounter. What I was impressed with, I must say, Trevante Stewart, semi-finals, Arnett Gardens, 3-1 defeat. Mark Pleasant, he took those 2 goals, that brace that he scored. Those were 2 quality goals. I really enjoyed the way he took those goals. And again, I think he's close to a call-up going forward. I think the coach has his eye on the lights for Trevante Stewart. He needs to work again, show that hunger that he can stand up against a Mikel Antonio. He can stand up against a Boza. And there are spaces and opportunities. The future could be Dijon Richards, but he cannot do it on his own. You need quality support, not the bag of hype, not the bag of mount, but what you do on the pitch. No excuses. Are you there on merit? Can you produce and show, yes, you're a big baller? We need to redefine what big baller means in Jamaican football in circles.
Hey, I want to fix something quick and fast. Hey, Dr. Joyful, we don't condole them type of thing here. You understand me? So fix up this. Fix this not look right. So I'm gonna take it off of the screen. I don't even want to repeat it. I think I'm gonna repeat it. I'll give the time of the day. You understand me? Fix up that. You know, I don't want to be disrespectful towards you because you are a fan of Unseen Sports TV. So please to retract that I'll give you an opportunity to retract that statement. You could fix it up a little bit because the first part doesn't, it's not PG 18 right now at the moment. You understand me? And Unseen Sports don't want to be disrespectful. Cool? So hope you respect my wishes. Alright. So Dr. Joyful again. No, Kevin Williams said 20 goals against who? Alright. So if you ask a question, it's not defenders in England. Obviously, it's defenders in Jamaica. But Colonel score goal upon defenders who got World Cup final and dismiss them. Got World Cup final. Jamaican defenders who got World Cup final and dismiss them. Talk to me now. Rich Paul, what have to say about that?
Say again.
Colonel score goals and defenders who went to World Cup final for Jamaica.
Oh, give me an example of defenders.
Like Richie at Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, but Richie at what age and what level?
No, you ask. No, you gotta go down in the technical part of the thing now. You understand me? Richie start for Mount Pleasant. Richie start for Mount Pleasant over top with a younger player who played in a World Cup qualification for Jamaica.
Though I don't know who this Richie is not one of the I wouldn't put him down. In fact, I made the point that in my opinion, in my humble opinion, looking at the Jamaican defense, it's one of the weaker areas. Not as weak in my opinion as the midfield, but if you have a injured Damian Lowe, I think he's a good player. I hope he's well. Pinnock may not be there for the start, but Bernard up and coming, Lembikisa up and coming. Come on, Taxi Lawrence, in my opinion, his shock absorbers is not what they used to be. Javane Brown, still up and coming, still learning the profession. Mariappa, old, Bell, long season, not the quickest, long season. I can see good attackers, good forwards getting the better of that kind of back line. Though, as I said, one of the big things that I'm seeing, big like a big double-sided goal size net, is that the Gold Cup is not the gold standard that some people may have perceived it to be. It is not a European Championship equivalent in the Concacaf region. European Championships features the best players in Europe. It is a big tournament outside of the World Cup. This Gold Cup patently is not going to be featuring the best players in the Concacaf, though it's a chance to shine. You can make a name for yourself. You can actually say, wait a minute, I am one of those players who's good enough to make the A team of my national team. So this is a chance for Jamaica, the reggae boys, let's be with our own camp. This is a chance for these guys to shine and get their names written large in history. Those guys you mentioned about Richards and those guys, I don't see many Jamaican JPL defenders who I would be saying, listen, get them in another team. Why? Simply, for example, because the opponents they're up against are not encountering strikers of a high enough standard from the humble Lions and the Dunby Holdens, the Falklands. They're not going to be offering the greatest threat, ball controls wise. As Meek said, ability to run off of the ball. I think Jamaican defenders in JPL tend to stand off, react too late sometimes to what's going on in front of them. And this could be in part due to coaching, due to nutrition, due to, just time and opportunity to train at a high level. So the whole package is not of a high enough standard for me to say, yeah, man, this man supposed to be in the national team. Because just like a Jamal Tope, you can get exposed, and it's not a detriment to you, but you looked good in one particular moment, like a Tyree McGee. You look good in a schoolboy football. But schoolboy football, as Tyree McGee said from his own mouth, I thought I was prepared. I thought I knew about football. But the moment I touched base and started to touch base and start training for my team, I realized, I'm just shaking my head. No, I thought I was a big baller. I thought I knew what football was about. There are levels to this thing unseen. There are levels, and Coach Jaime, he should not be fooled, which is another reason why it's an interesting one that he's got a Corey Burke. I think because of the experience, Corey Burke has seen a lot of things.
Experience overrated. If you ask me, experience overrated. That's why we're in a problem right now with defense. Because they use experience now to justify Map and justify Corey Burke, we're in a problem.
Well, again, as I said, everyone's under the microscope. The players are under the microscope. Remember, the Gold Cup maybe for Jamaica as well. This might be a stepping stone. This might be a way towards the Copa America qualification, a route towards ultimately the next Gold Cup campaign, World Cup campaign. We had a terrifically horrible, outstandingly horrible octagonal. It was a horror show when it was all said and done. It was hugely disappointing. We don't want to have that experience happen again. And this is a wonderful opportunity with the next World Cup taking place in North America, with Mexico, Canada, and America already qualified as hosts. Jamaica have no excuse. What we want to do as the 12th man is to be there, to be supportive, to be encouraging as part of social media. We need to beat when we need to beat, but we need to encourage and to offer that cool, constructive wind. But the JFF, Lord of mercy, the fundamentally back to the if the head of the stream is not right for whatever reason or reasons, Jamaica could be getting to a World Cup despite the efforts of a JFF. Challenges and opportunities, unseen. Challenges and opportunities. If you want to take this game seriously, you need to trust the process, and Coach Jaime is a big part of that. He needs to be a big man, a strong man with John Wall, and a joker that they know, and they'll call a spade, trust me. So let's see. They've made the decision. Let's see how this thing pans out. Is Coach Meek still there?
Yeah,
I'm there, man.
What do you say, Coach Meeks? I've spoken enough, sir. What do you make of what's been going on so far? And I don't know what Dr. Jalpo said. I hope he wasn't cussing me.
No, not you. Him right on comment about boyfriend and tapper and something. So we just delete it.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound too item. Coach Meeks, what say you, sir? What standout points have you picked up?
I'm just coming back. I'm just coming back from the restroom. Could you update me as what was discussed?
All right. For example, this is a wonderful opportunity for Jamaica to make real progress in this Gold Cup. But the Gold Cup is not the equivalent of the European Championship, because the best players are not chomping at the bit to represent. This could be a chance, though, for people to make their name.
Yeah.
With regards to the JPL, I was asked the question, if I was a Trevante Stewart or Colin Anderson, would I be disappointed that having scored so many goals and performed so well at JPL level, would I be disappointed I've not got the call up? My answer to that is there are levels. And if I've trained with better players and I realize that the opponents that I've been up against are not the best defenders, not the best midfielders, and there are more levels to this game, as the likes of Tyreek McGee have found, shining at schoolroom level, finding that when they've gone over to Europe, it's a different ballgame, as they've testified themselves. There are levels. So work some more is the way forward as far as the JPL player is concerned. And Jamaica need to make some big decisions. And I hope Coach Jaime is the coach who can make the big decisions, the hard decisions that can hopefully get Jamaica across the line, ultimately to qualify for a World Cup. Because the talent that we've got, we should not be struggling as much as we have. Ironically, because the head of the stream, the JFF, have various challenges, it's not an easy road, but it's one that we can tread. But we need to be able to make tough decisions, and ultimately trust the process with a pinch of salt, but trust the process. But we can't get up in our minds about we've been let down and we deserve this and it should be no, there's no entitlement business. Go ahead.
Hold on, Rich Paul. So people asking if the Jamaica national team is in Chicago and things. So if you look on the screen, everybody in the comment section, you can see the players in Chicago training. I heard that Leon Bailey did not train today. I don't know what true that is. You understand me? And they're also doing some fun, we call that fun building.
So meet and greet.
So meet and greet with the fans. outside and
All
stuff.
right.
So you look at it, people look at it, so must skip in the picture here, say, new Connor Boys Clark, goalkeeper there, under 20 national goalkeeper with some Jamaican fans. Yeah, there.
Nice.
You see the equipment manager there as well. Normally the equipment manager don't really get them type of exposure here. Big up to Simon Preston and Mannings, man. Yeah, man, them really make a difference. You understand me? But that's true.
Yeah, man.
You understand me? People may beat and say Ray. But me I tell you, it's true. From Simon take over the media thing, it look different. The camera system
Without
better.
question.
Everything better.
Without
question. You understand me? Mannings man gone to the team management part of the thing. The thing look different. You understand me? And these are some of the
question and answer.
These are some of the things that was, the for the national team, the JFA. You understand? People with it in place, them just sit down in them seat and just take a joyful ride. You understand me? You understand me? No, we have to make a change, man. We have to do one mistake over and over with some people in some position that we now get no answer. We now, and it's not a thing we hate nobody. So you go. If you now get the job done, lift up. That's all we look on. Lift up. All right. See, maps there now. It's a nice little pretty girl. Whisper. I do him autograph on somebody's shirt right there, a Jamaican Adidas shirt. Whisper, you big up Whisper. Hey, my pro them. Go Dixon.
Question. We more ask the other guests on the show, right? How would you guys assess the coach's performance so far?
Good question. Well, I'm gonna finish this anyway with that. All right, so more picture there with Bowser. See Mannings man there, yeah, coach over here, so goalkeeper coach over here, so yeah, my Mannings man live and direct in the picture. You understand me? Can't miss. Javian Brown, Lambert, all the players, most of the players who are at but I see where them in Chicago too as well, but name in the squad. Demarai Phillips is there. We can pick him up right here, so.
Yeah, because they will carry players to understand.
Not really.
Because what?
Remember them take out the provisional list, The provisional list the provisional list. When I see it again, up again. So maybe some changes are gonna make, and I don't know. But right now, Demarai Phillips is in Chicago.
Respect to them. Respect.
Right.
Interesting. There was a question from Brother Dixon. Did you Brother Meeks? Coach Meeks? Did you want to address how has Coach Jaime performed thus far as the Reggae Boys senior men's coach?
Yeah, my answer. But me just do this first. United States versus Jamaica group stage Saturday, June the 24th. Soldier Field, 8:30 p.m. So Dixon, you can go watch a match. Where fly over to Chicago, go watch it, man.
No, they are Florida.
They are Florida. Jump on away there, man.
Next round, man. See the trip to the next round.
Next round, all right, my boss.
All right.
So 8:30 Jamaica time, people. You can watch it. I think it's going to be on YouTube and the Concacaf, and you can, if you have VPN and stuff, you can watch it. And things. So Anthony Sports will send out the link. All right, so straight to the question now. Him say if we can great we can assess our games and coaches.
Coaching performance so far.
All right.
Based on the standard of coaching. Based on the standard of coaching, we can safely state that he's having a poor time so far. But because we know our players, and we know that a coach needs some time to get his philosophy out to the players. And this is an international team where you don't train like a club team. You have to plan at certain periods of the year for international break. So I think it's a poor start, but I think he deserved more time, and I would just watch and see.
All right, so Mr. Meeks, you give him time.
Huh?
You give him time, basically.
I'm giving?
You give him time, more time.
Yes, more time.
Fair enough.
I will give him until next year summer.
What drive for Dr. Drive was that? Well, I'm going to go through some of the comment section, Rich Paul. You understand me?
Go ahead.
And then answer the question. So, Kevin said, if Corey Burke was in JPL, it would be lit. Madness. My fear is that some of our players do not seem to be able to elevate their level of performance when in the national team color. Bailey, for instance, does not step up like Pulisic, Alphonso Davis, etc. But that me keep on tell people say you can have good performance in your club, but when you play for your country, there's we have to beg you for complete for a good game.
Well, understand
When we are gonna move past that, Rich Paul?
country.
That's a good question. Mentality and temperament is a big element. Just as you mentioned about the JFF, one of the frustrating things from London, England, watching Wagwan, is that I'm looking for the JFF to improve and learn from mistakes, issues, challenges, but they don't seemingly move either fast enough or respond accordingly, and they keep on repeating. No, you just make the same point about the players. You need players to step up and have the ability to step up, perform, improve, go again. Not all of them can do it.
Yeah, not all of them can do it at all. Rough, man.
You know, I will say something.
But those who can,
you know, coaching in the high school competition a few years ago, I have noticed a player, every time we have training, he's one of the best players. But whenever it comes to match time, he's awful. Luckily, one day we got a test done on him. And by the presence of the persons being there that he don't know, he was literally having a anxiety attack. So now it goes to say that a lot of these players who we say are good, they are good when they are in their own environment. But once they come out of that environment, they cannot control their emotions within, and they are having anxiety attack, and hence it will always hinder their performances. So now we need to do these tests to see which players having difficulty with this aspect of their game, who we can fix and who we can't fix. Because if somebody cannot control the pressure and knowing that okay, it is okay to be nervous, it is okay, but I have to do the right thing, you have to get rid of them, because talent alone is not going to work if the mind, the brain is telling you otherwise. And I am sure that some of these players having those difficulties.
very good point, Coach Meeks. Very good point. That's a case study, case in point right there. It's a very, very good point. We as Rich Pro Sports fully appreciate those kind of points. And this is where Coach Jaime, to answer Coach Dixon's question, I agree with you, Coach Meeks. I'm prepared to give Coach Jaime, and he should be given more time. I'm looking at the body language. I'm looking at what he's saying and how he's saying it, when he's saying it, which is why it's brilliant to have these press conferences to hear and get an insight into how the coach is thinking, how the coaching staff are thinking, and the direction that they're looking to head in. He needs to get more time preparing and working with the challenges that face Jamaica in terms of getting camps organized, getting preparation games organized, getting passports sorted out, calling up a squad, and then finding out for various reasons he can't get the players that he would like ideally to be working with. He's got to get to grips with these kind of things. In addition, as Coach Meek said, get to grips with who is able to work under these circumstances and conditions and listen and produce the kind of philosophy and the kind of tactics that he wants to see from his team. Are there players who are good off the ball, working off the ball, not just standing, passing? Have they got the energy levels? Have they got the creativity levels? Are they clinical enough? Are they producing the A game, or are they just passengers in their own minds, not being able to freely enjoy and express themselves? That all requires time. As far as reason boss is concerned of Richport Sports, I am prepared to give the coach time to do his job because the challenges and opportunities for Jamaica are both great. He is a problem solver, he's a quality manager, but you need to base your performances off of results. So we are looking for results. We are looking for victories and we're looking for the performances. The floor is Coach Highmar's and the Reggae Boys. The floor is yours.
Dixon? Dixon?
Yes, unseen.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Can time now?
It was cutting for the most part. It was cutting out, you know.
Oh. I'm going to go through some comment section quick and fast. Hold on, Rich Paul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the commenters, them there and everything. Bless up unseen panelists. Pagan 180. Big up yourself, Pagan. Everything already. Eagle Republic say exactly. Dr. Joyful say, I want the coach to go for 30 more top class players and put them in the pool to make it get deeper. Yeah. Subscribe to El Futuro Academy. People, show some support to Coach Meek's channel. Who wanna subscribe to El Futuro? Make sure you do it now. 40 people on the live. Please to like the live. Remember, people, it helps the algorithm to push the channel out and more people can join the Unseen Sports TV family. People with the breakfast program will soon start it again. You understand me? Yeah, man. The rough couple of weeks, a lot of work and stuff. Just finished prep champs and things, so can go back on the YouTube and do some work. So people, remember to subscribe, like, and share the Unseen Sports. Rich Power as well. You understand me? Rich Power Sports. And El Futuro Sports, El Futuro Academy. Coach Kavi Meeks right beside me. He's the boss over there. So please give him some support and some love. You understand me? Let's go again to our next comment. Dr. Joyful, same so. Dr. Joyful said, Unseen, if you was to choose between Johnson Clark Harris and the top scorer in JPL, who would make the national team? Who would be your choice?
Go ahead. Question.
Yeah, I don't know Johnson Clark Harris still. Right now.
Johnson,
but we can always look him up.
Clark, one person, Harris, one person.
Oh, well, but him like a one name, Johnson Clark Harris. him the right.
That's his name. That's his name, Johnson Clark. Would you put Jamal Lowe ahead of those JPL players?
No, Jamal Lowe are no high quality player.
Question. Who you think is the best of the two?
From who? Wow.
Anderson or Stewart?
All right. So for me, I say Anderson. Anderson give you more physicality in terms of running. Trevante Stewart is him good on the post up and turn and kick and stuff. But them the defender them were weak man. So what? All right. So if you find out, if you look on the semi-final where Trevante Stewart dominate, the defenders were very poor. Look at Colin Anderson goal. Or some goal where goal poaching goal, some goal where you have to fight, to really get the opportunity there.
Good point.
You understand me?
I agree.
If you ask me,
Trevante
Stewart control, poor, just like Colin Anderson. But one thing though, so when then Colin Anderson get that controller right, it look like the best thing in the world throughout it. Yeah, man. But what may I say still? We have to give props to Speed and Cavaliers, which part I carried away from here. When him about, 17, so him start play football. That late, don't it? To which part him reach now when he could have even get a national call-up. He's a runner. And him change because he might get too much injury in the track and field thing. Armstring this, armstring that. Brother, if you ever see them on work rate, I know him running, because he can't tire and he run that pace. In pace no normal. You get me? And if you ask me right now, in pace wicked and Coreberg right now. Because me watching with me one eye. With Jamaica versus Trinidad. It's not normal, brother. Non-stop.
Work on it first. What if a little things that they will have to work on, but you just have to continue to work.
But as I say, we may not talk about him again because he might go out and league to get better paid. Not necessarily mean him going to develop, because if him stay at Jamaica and wait, 60,000, 80,000 a month can't help him at this stage. He needs to go make some money for his family and try to build a house and things. So maybe him go on USL team, Jamaica and look back on him again at the end of the day. You understand me? Because remember, if you go certain leagues in the world, JFF don't look on you again, or whoever select you, don't look on you again. So good luck to Colin Anderson and him transition, because him not going to steer for next season. Not sure
But
about.
it's interesting when you say something like that about Anderson. If that is the case, isn't it ironic? And remember when Coach Meeks was talking about on merit, anyone who's subscribing to a JPL player getting the national call up. If you are good enough, and that's where the challenge is again, more challenges and opportunities. If you're good enough and you're a really quality player and you're showing outstanding abilities, mentally and physically, you may well be identified to be transferred overseas to a stronger league where the likes of that's where Cephas has stood up for me. He showed ability for Arnett, got the transfer, and he's showing it now. Is it North Macedonia? Where he is now?
Yeah, North Macedonia. Yeah, one of the best team that North Macedonia.
Yeah, Shupki. Even though I just need to go look up and
Scroopy FC Scroopy.
England. Okay. Well, England gave them a nice little neat 7 love, and according to people like Coach means that England are good. So there's levels to this game. Cephas got his transfer to North Macedonia League with a top league there and a top team. And he's doing well. Hopefully he can still be on the radar, but that is again a prime example of why JPL players in general.
He's not gonna leave, man. Only for a big club want him.
If you're good enough, you move. Yeah, man.
And
if he moves again, yeah.
Clubs from even England want him. So I don't understand why people are giving him a hard time. Clubs from even England want him right now. Clubs from Turkey.
Yeah,
Clubs from Greece.
Some people jealous, some people jealous, or some people just not. Them not believe it, that they've seen issues and them just feel, oh no, this person can't make it. But if you have a big dream, dreams can come true. And again, you can't get away from it. I remember JD after Remax, it says hard work. Nothing beats hard work. Some people try to get around it, go over it, go under it. Nothing beats hard work. If you've got the ability and you're willing to put in the time, look at Cristiano Ronaldo, 200 appearances for Portugal. One of the best players that we've seen. That man works on the training pitch, works, stays later, works, puts the training in the gym and the football pitch. Just turn up and just play. Work, not beat it. And I'm just hoping again. I mean, it's.
But Dr. Joyful, Johnson Clark, I come to Jamaica, I play for Jamaica now. Or what? Come and understand why we mention his name. Is he a passport to Jamaica? More understand what going on. So because when I call some name, sometimes when I call some name, like me take a while before me talk about Demarai Gray now, because I hear people are talk about this and that. I want to see him first before me talk about it, because so Jamaica always say this money I come. You remember the last time I said Demarai Gray come? When name Ricketts, that's it, and we can't see him. We just see him now.
Yeah, man.
Right. So me I wait till time I see the player them come. So we are talking about they make some narrative now for pin down and see about this Johnson Clark Harris. Yeah, he might do well and thing and but me not gonna answer them question. You know why? Because I don't see him. I never see him, I answer the question. When I see him in Jamaica color, answer the question. So like today.
That's wise.
So like today, them ask a question, right? In our own group, like them say, if everything deems well with Pinnock and Damian Lowe, who may I take out for King? Who may I take out for King? So I said to them, say, hey. So what I know? So here my answer now, Dixon. Nothing is well right now. It's not well. Pinnock come from an issue with his wife right now. just a baby and complication. Damian Lowe come off an injury, a hamstring grade 1 tear. So nothing is well. You understand me? It's not well. It's not deemed well. So Jamaica in a problem defensively right now. Because the one thing me can tell you, I don't think that Damian Lowe will be ready to play the game against USA. And I don't think Pinnock will be in the right frame of mind right now playing for Jamaica.
And as they follows night, the opposition will be aware of that, The opposition, if they wear their suit, I'd be having an eye and being aware of who my opponents are likely to be.
But you are going to Rich Paul. People are going to say unseen sports by a very and tell you. No. Pinnock are the best centre back Jamaica see right now. That is long while. One of the best centre back. Damian Lowe, quality. Played well. Him do a lot of things for Jamaica. Cool?
Yeah, man.
But at this stage now, are they ready mentally and physically?
Question mark.
So we are hope for so going. And I hope and pray. Just shine the light my way. Movado. So make us so go on Saturday. All right. But we can Rich Paul, we can predict, the style of football we're going to play against USA. We can tell you. They can predict it, Predict it.
I'm listening carefully.
You will predict it. What do you think the coach are going to play? Come in. You are trying to predict.
I think you want to say boof.
Long pass. Because them are connect. Yes. Eh?
The long ball. I don't you think.
Long pass. I get the benefit of the doubt. Connect. Them are connect.
Long pass.
Them are connect.
Okay. Yes, the long pass that connects. Excuse me.
Yes.
You feel that's what they're going to be working on?
And I think we're going to play a 4-4-2 as well.
And that it's going to be a very low block. A very low one.
So, my thing is now, plan B. Suppose that don't work out for us and USA score us. What is the plan B?
Well, first and foremost, we need to predict the personnel they want to go on the field. Then we can try to come up with a plan.
Right.
That's the first thing we need to do before we even think about a plan B.
South Christ, I agree with the caller. Low block, long ball. Eagle Republic say, I am not sure if having Ethan Pinnock is such a good idea. Being there physical is different from being there mentally and emotionally. You see it? Why? We don't know still. Dr. Joyful, Kevin Lamy got enough chance and flop, but Tuffy got a raw deal. That's true. Joyful says CFAS must not just knocking but shake down the door if he wants to come in. Dr. Joyful, you know me understand when the JPL play them, when they play them in the JPL, they say them not ready. CFAS dominate JPL. Which defender could have stopped CFAS in the JPL? Not even King. And King in that make Jamaica national team easy at the time. Allow me to tell Rich Paul.
No.
Not even
You're speaking.
Penny Cook, the whole of them couldn't stop CFAS. CFAS to push the ball. Brown them and a move left them. Then him goes to boom no one going on different place of football, more professional place of football. Right? And go over there go be the number one. He played the first game off of the bench. And from that, scoring the Champions League playoff. Right? Scoring a Champions League player. Who are more? Him deserve to get a look when other players, not even a player for your club, get a look in. And the youth no old. Him on a 30. Him on a 25. Him on a 24. He's a young player. What you mean? Brother, let me tell you. Leon Bailey can go in a different role. CFAS can play a wing. And I can guarantee you this with CFAS speed, like our speed, CFAS speed and skill, and him ability and him farm where him in right now, I don't see why I wouldn't pick him. But people are gonna say I'm a baller. People are gonna say I'm a baller, but this, and then they're gonna say, see if us, I play Bush League. All right, see if us I play Bush League. Anything them wants. That them are gonna say,
But unseen.
It's just unfair.
We're gonna play Zin, and we're gonna play a low block. As always, agree fan. And we're gonna play a long ball. We're gonna need a player like Sifa. Who the long ball them are go to?
Right, and Sifa's fast like fast and Quell on the scene, man.
Exactly my point. So we don't need a player like Sifa in a match like that. And like I said, a match where we're gonna dominate position.
Imagine you ever sent a winger with fast and Quell on the scene. Brother, don't ever watch Cephas when Cephas there at JPL. Cephas pick up the ball and push it past. Different them have smoke.
Where's the anti in prime Garrett there?
They can't catch him back, brother. The ball fast like a plate, brother.
Get bail.
Prime Garrett there.
And him is a different version. Are they calling on them? Him have quality. Him can control pass, kick the ball at the back of the net. Everything him different. Him technically there. Why not give him an opportunity?
Somebody who's underwhelmed me, and he's like a puzzle. Not Bailey, as so much here. Kahim Paris. When I saw Paris early doors, I thought this guy's a good player. There's something about him. Him like Javane Brown. He's not pushed on and developed as much as I imagined. Apparently, in these warm-up games, he's not really flattered to deceive. What do you make of Paris? He could consider himself a little fortunate.
I think Paris is.
I was surprised that he made the final 23 over to Heimer again.
I think Paris is in the. Paris never get a real deal earlier in overseas stint. For reaching the national team. Most of the time when him come, he was under Tapa Whitmore, and with Tapa Whitmore and some of the players, them always at it and stuff like that. So he never really get the opportunity to really showcase him when he's in prime. Now, him in club season now, him not really there on par. Him not really sharp enough, so him not really look so well. At the moment, him don't look well in the national team. So that's why me do a video and I say Paris never look well. He never really give me a reason to say yes, him deserve a spot. But let's see, maybe I'll agree to see something in him where we can get out time. You understand?
The coach must stop me now.
Mm-hmm. Joyful say I don't know if Jamaica going to beat USA. Dr. Joyful. Our attackers are strong, so see if us we get his time, but him not needed now, doing. All right. Our problem is the midfield and around the back.
Yeah.
The forward for Mount Pleasant and the forward for Cavaliers should be in the team. They're better at fighting for the long ball than the English demand them.
Well,
see if us get a hard deal. How this is? One name, a man named Paris. Open the real Paris where they had that. See if us get a hard deal, yeah, man. See if us really get a hard deal. Hey, see if us get a hard deal for anyone. All right, so when the team are rebuild, so they give him a hard deal to, Paul, the team are rebuilding, the man pick Pearson and Zimenez over Cephas, as a schoolboy players, brother. And them man dominate JPL, And from them time, the man get fighting, brother.
It's challenges and opportunities that present themselves in England in general. If you've got the ability in general and you've got to a certain level, the number one thing is, can you help this team win? If you can help the team win, are you that? Raheem Sterling showed he's got the ability and temperament, club level, got him onto the international stage, he's doing the job at your time. Jack Grealish, similar. If you're good enough, boom, are you that? I hope there's not no myopic attitude. Some of the isms and schisms need to be cut off, which is why I'm delighted again that Coach Heimer That's the plus box. You get a big tick. Overseas manager, neutral, kickback, going to the JPL games, which he has done numerous occasions from what I understand. And he's had a good look at the players far afield as well. Hopefully he may get a chance to see more of CFAS. It looks like you know more unseen about CFAS's ability than Coach Hyman.
Yeah, because me watching game, I watch most of them game when playing at Macedonia, especially like one of them playing in Concacaf. Not Concacaf, Champions League.
All right.
The Champions League playoff
Yes.
and the Confederate, yeah, where him score, you know. And the games that when playing at the preseason, when him play against Fenerbahce and play against big ball like Valencia and them ball there. How him play?
Wow.
You couldn't believe see fast, run past Valencia and move it left him. Big up Valencia fast like a bullet, you know. Run past him and you know look on him defensive work, bro. See fast defensive work are normal because the team there stopping away with the wing of them have to defend. The one come like a right back in a game, right back. And when you get the ball and go forward, him a break. Non-stop. If you watch the game then.
Has he improved as a player from what you've noticed? From
Improved. Professionally, improve. Based on what him tell me, say, boy, one of the things is the gym become a friend, man. Yeah, man, you have to build those muscles to run fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do in the gym, you work on the muscles, them to get faster, stronger, and thing. And board work, it's a board work, a whole heap of tactical thing we have to learn. When to move in the box, when not to go in the box, when to go wide, when to drive at a player, when to just easy and move it around because you can't go like a robot. A robot can't tired. Yeah, them thing that him have to have in him head at all time. So him improve big time. Because when him there on it, him a the big player and then get to with a whole heap of thing. No, him not get to with nothing. I forget it right.
It's good testimony, good support there, unseen.
King make Jamaica national team. King make Jamaica national team because Speed tell Tapper to put King there. King is not national team material. All right, my boss. Your opinion can't beat upon that. Paris, what you mean? You think Gray and Antonio can be effective in the team that plays like Jamaica does? No, I don't think so. We might luckily score a goal from far out like what Bobby Reid do. But then every time I have them lucky kick there. Cephas will get him chance when him time come. Demarai Gray faster than Cephas. All right, let's see. Did you watch Mexico match? These players are professional. They are built for this. Big up yourself, Ansi. Big up yourself, man. Else. You don't know anything already. The Jamaican-born players not working hard enough to be in the national team. Okay, Dr. Dryfoot. All right. Most of them not working hard enough, but you have some who work hard, but I think deserve an opportunity, not the Gold Cup. But let's see. The coach select him team. We have to just give him the support, same way. Big up yourself, Al Grimson coaching staff. And we will beat your bad same way because some of the reason them that add up. So we have to, we are going for you. But we need to see you start win some game now. And this tournament, we need to win the tournament and put it under our belt. And then we can say, yeah, ready for the road. Not true, Dixon.
Well, even win the game yet enough. So now I right time to start.
And everybody, all the game that we're losing, and one like something, they say if him beat USA, clean slate for the coach, clean slate. I like me at the Rich Bob.
Nope. Big.
Beat USA, you win the tournament. Beat USA, you win the tournament already. Yeah, beat USA, you win the tournament already. But this is my thing though. The players them have to perform as well. The coach not up on the field to play. Players them have to go out there and want it. I will keep on a blame coach all the while and sometimes them play don't want it. But me, yesterday the Mexico match, me disappointed because we win the game and we celebrate for draw. We play too good for lose that game there.
Every time we play against Mexico, we get a draw, we celebrate.
Yeah, like a mad people. Hey, some of the time, we have the ball, because we play long ball All right, nothing is wrong with playing long passes. But when we get the ball and there's no pressure, why we kick it away again? Why we not hold it up and try and move it around? And that's my problem in our system. We kick with the ball if we not at all. Like the ball hot.
Play like program. So once you get it, you kick it long.
Like the ball
When
hot.
nobody, when you're not under pressure, you still have to kick it long.
Yeah, man. That's the man them do. Jamaica national team soon cap Cephas. Him have to wait until the time come. All right, I could see that going on. Because Cephas I got one next club, I want him focus on getting himself, right. I don't really, no matter run down the national team, God, them not look on you. So squad and focus on getting yourself into a top league. Right. Yeah, that's that we are focused on right now. Cephas supposed to focus on. Right. You understand?
Any other comments?
No, comments them done right now for now.
Well, hey, be like to come in London, England now, so I'm gonna make a move very, very shortly. But it's been a pleasure sharing the platform and listening to the viewers and subscribers. Remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and the rewatch as well. But Coach Meeks, are you still there, sir?
Coach Meeks gone to bed.
Hey, Unseen and Coach Dixon. This, hold that.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Your final, all right. Soldier Field, Chicago, America, bunch of MLS players. I believe and expect them to be an organized, hungry, motivated team. Again, I reiterate, if a team is organized, well coached, and has the desire and class, can have the ability, they are a dangerous team. People like Honduras, teams like Honduras, Guatemala, technically very talented. But Jamaica, as far as I'm concerned, is a top 4 team in this Concacaf Gold Cup, alongside Mexico, Canada, and the usual suspects, United States of America. Look out for those dark horses like the likes of Qatar. You can't ramp with certain teams. What do you think Jamaica can do in this Gold Cup? Last question, I'm gone. In fact, against America, what do you expect against America?
Shaban, bro, big up yourself. Shevchenko. Yeah, man. You know, me and Shevchenko going on one big battle over there. Schoolboy football versus, how old you go again? It's schoolboy football helping the players to make it out into professional. Yeah, something like that. So that was the mode. But you big up yourself against Shevchenko, yeah, man. I know me not collect that prize then, but that's where you go. Woo!
Big up Shevchenko.
Yeah, man.
Andre Shevchenko.
Make sure you make your friends, everybody subscribe to Unseen Sports. You know it already. All the friends them overseas as well, make them subscribe. You understand me? Yeah, man. So people, super chat and super sticker soon up, So Rich Power there, England and Dixon over there overseas can send some super chat and some super sticker soon to the program, so we can uplift the program and get it better and get it stronger. You understand me? Yeah. All right. People who are reaching 5,000 mark. You understand me? So help Unseen Sports get there as quick as possible. You understand? Yeah.
You subscribe to Rich Power Sports, by the way, Unseen? Yes, you have. You subscribe to Rich Power Sports?
Oh, Chev?
You have. You.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Shevchenko. Rich Power Sports. RICHPO. Rich Power Sports. Go ahead, Unseen, and big up yourself one more time.
Omar Hutchison must be optimistic. Chelsea make clear out with him out with Jamaica. No, I don't understand that question. Anyway, we're spending a lot of time and energy chasing the ball, and as soon as we get it, we turn it over. That's my biggest problem. We are playing good enough. All right, you know what we have? You know what we have back in the days, them time when we play against your grand team, eh? We are ball angler now. Andy Williams a ball angler now.
That's why
them couldn't take it. Them couldn't take it off Andy Williams with when we win the second ball, Andy Williams a make 3, 4, 5 pass and push it past, him control alone. When him control the ball and circle the game. And
Very
then,
good point. Very
and then
good
would they have a
point.
good
Especially
striker
second
with
ball.
would they have a good striker in the on the low, would they drop it in them chest? You can't take it. You have to ease off
But
and leave.
Anthony, you think Maggie could have been the man that's ball handler every time he plays Jamaica and do the job. Not saying he should be in the squad now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, Maggie. I think Maggie get set up for the national team. You know, if you play Maggie, you have to play 2D because him now can get a defensive work there. But going forward, him lively and him look like him will make some happen, of course.
Anytime he play for Jamaica, and go on the field, it look like the ball game field and look like some other.
Yeah. You understand me? And even Ravel Morrison talk about Maggie and say, yo, Maggie bad. But in defensive part are the problem. But you know, I say go.
If you check out this midfield for Jamaica in the World Cup, it's interesting. Though we've said that it may be a weak point, may not be the most creative. It's interesting. And when we said about Coach Jaime, what do we make of him? Coach Dixon, would you agree? Have a look. Kevin Lambert, who I thought he was in my 23 to make it. Kevin Lambert, John Russell, and Natty Bodea. That gives me the sense that they want to have a robust, combative midfield. May not be the most creative. Maybe they leave that to DJ and Kaheem Paris, maybe given the chance to be a little more creative, as well as Bobby Reed. But Kevin Lambert, Russell, and Natty Bodea, I get the impression that they are going to be part of a robust Jamaican midfield. Now, whether they can hold on to the ball sufficiently long enough is the question, or can they hound down the ball? That is to be seen. But I think that there's a definite plan in Coach Jaime's head. So it's going to be very interesting. When Coach Dixon asked the question, what do we make of Coach Jaime? I think he's got a plan based on the resources at his disposal, and how it turns out will be fascinating. Are you impressed with that midfield, Coach Dixon? Do you see a plan?
I'm not impressed with the midfield, but based on what you're saying, and I'm just thinking about, for me, looking at the guys he select for the midfield, it seems like he plans to just have them working. So based on what I'm seeing, it seems like he wants robust, lots of work, and as soon as they get that ball, they play to the wing.
Right.
That's what I'm seeing. Based on the guys that they select, that's what I'm thinking about. Which would make sense.
Our press high.
Yeah, but to have to press high if I go do that.
Yeah, of course we're gonna man, I must press high and run up and down.
Because that's a tackling and that's a running.
But they run up and down football still. Run up and down, run up and down, run up and down. Run and chase like a headless chicken.
Yeah. You know.
That's true.
Especially in the US.
Jamaica always have the strongest team.
I would have worked.
Jamaica always have the strongest team. I can't 7-11. You know why? We're not a chemistry.
Well, that have a change. We have to come up with something. But it seems like the coach have a plan still, so let's see on Saturday what happens.
Dr. Jai, we know a thing already, but we can disagree to agree now. That means say you know, if you subscribe to Unseen Sports. Eh? You understand me? I know YouTube channel me subscribe to, but me not agree with them. But I forgot they got make nice and laugh and oppose them. You know, opposing somebody feel good sometimes. Dr. Joyful, I know you oppose me because you know I'm right with some of the points I make.
And see it. Which 11 you would have started?
We're going to do a show with the 11. So tomorrow people will jump in for the 11. We're not going to drop it right now. You understand?
All right.
Yeah, man. Because right now we're upon 5 minutes left, you know, so we want to drop on the thought, when I think. And then tomorrow, we'll go again, Rich Paul. Hope everybody can come on tomorrow at 8:30. We are going to put a team to play the game against USA. So
That should be very interesting.
tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow. Understand me? Yeah, the formation.
Mhm.
Top 11. We want to make 2 team guys. So I'm gonna go home and think about it. Sleep tonight and think about it. Who they are work, think about it same way. 4-4-2,
man.
4-4-2, and 3-5-2. 4-4-2 and 3-5-2.
You like him more than go for your 4-5-1, especially against US.
No, you are going on. That's when we play Mexico. We attacking a 3-5-2 or we defend a 4-4-2.
Okay. All right, that can work.
But more likely, we know Algrim's love the basic 4-4-2 and the long ball fit, the long pass fit the formation there.
A foul and make him drop.
Yeah. Make Antonio gonna be the point man. I think them name Bowser go bench. Bobby Reed gonna start.
You feel so?
We are still working.
Antonio there, man. Antonio will be Antonio Bailey. If Bailey is ready for the game, Bailey that will start. Because I say I'm not trained. So maybe Demarai Gray or start over him or whatever. Bobby Reed. Power I wing them. Yeah, I understand.
These are the challenges. But as you said, we've only got about 5 minutes and less than 5 minutes and counting. My final comment at this juncture, God willing, I'd like to join you tomorrow to see where I'm going. But I've got a big smile on my face when I saw that Nicaragua had to drop out. Unfortunately, I was looking forward to seeing the Nicaragua play, but Soca Warriors sent kits, not Curacao. I heard from good sources that Curacao was going to be the team to look out for. Sent kits and Nevis and the United States of America. Viewers and subscribers, unseen, Coach Dixon. I think we can rest assured say that Jamaica will have the chance to shine and grow into the Gold Cup competition with a smooth entry and at worst by any means necessary against St. Kitts and Nevis. That is almost in my head, men against boys. The Soca Warriors, good organized team under Angus Eve, but a team of Jamaica's apparent stature will look forward to rising to that occasion and seeing what they can do on the big stage. I'm rest assured I'm going to go and get some sleep now, safe in the knowledge that Jamaica are qualifying out of Group A as one of 2 teams going through to the second round. That is what I'm expecting. Anything less, I'm still going to have patience with Coach Jaime, but he has got to be with his staff allowed to do the job because he is the mediation man coming to bring about cultural changes and to bring about more professionalism. That is what I've been looking for because I want to see a Jamaican squad, not full of people coming and going, but a solid squad ready, prepared at all times to do the hard work, knowing that they are a band of brothers. Jamaica can go deep into this competition. Let's trust the process and all the best to the reggae boys. The guy, gone.
All right, my boss. Big up. Respect,
Coach Dixon, what's your final thought? Yeah, man. More ahead, Coach Dixon's final words than yours.
All right.
Go ahead.
Dixon.
So my final word is that, we have a difference is everybody have them favorites as to who the coach should have bring, who him should have bring. Him choose 23 out of the pool of him have. We could just support him, support the guys, and we could see how far we can go. Hope him can get it right.
All right, so if we not get it right, what we are going to do?
Well, if him not get it right, we still have to believe in him. We can't just say, one tournament and get rid of him. The cycle will continue. If we can say, hey, what the coach can do out there, remember, it's an international skills, and like say, every day they must train and all of that. You get what I'm saying?
Respect.
It can take a while to see team chemistry bill and all of that. So we have to give him time.
Hey, Mary,
But
like,
it must look good. It must look like something we can work with.
hey, Mary, like,
Respect.
Mary, like, the so proper thing, you know, but you are going on. If Leon Bailey and Whisper Richards are on the field at the same time, Craig Butler, Gladbach, boss up. Oh, God. Hey, people are easy, you know, Eagle Republic. You know, say, I want baby. US team is stronger team since World Cup qualifiers. And since the first time me and you talk and I had a show a big war, I think you would have run me from here. No man, me a good youth, you know. I want to it's when me on my channel, Dr. Joyful. It's a professional thing, right? I am not like me a split personality, my boss. Big up yourself, Dr. Joyful. Anyway, people, my final take is let us put our mind, our soul into this Jamaica team, see if we can give them as much support as possible to get them where they're supposed to be. So people in Chicago, let's roll up the team and go at the match and make the group in the national stadium. Because I know USA, I feel them hard, so it's going to be rough. The boys need the support. You understand me? Right, Rich Paul? Yeah,
For real.
the boys need the support. And Coach Al Grimson coaching staff, they're trying to get it right. They're trying to fix the puzzle properly. But it's not going on as how it's supposed to be in terms of winning. But I am not looking at winning. I'm looking at how the team is playing and the progress and the type of players that him have at him disposal and should use and not using, or using but not performing. You understand me? And
Exactly as the team. That's why I'm saying we could see how the team have progressed, how
right.
them have played.
So after this tournament, I can safely say
Good talk.
if Corey Burke does not perform, he will deserve a chance over any JPL player again. So him fire their theme tail right now to get the job done. And it's good. Because when him listen to them perform and him hear, we have beat him. He need to perform and change our mind. Score some goal, get the statistics up, and make us shut up our mouth and say, yes, Corey Burke deserve the opportunity. Right. That we want happen. That we want happen. We don't want you to score no goal. We want you to score. We want you to shut you up. We want you to shut you up. Shut up and see sports. Make him say, take back his word and apologize. But it's still right now. If you're going to depend on you right now, we drop out of the competition.
And in that, we are glad to apologize.
Right.
I was about to say, you take back talk unseen, you take back talk.
You know what I mean? Look how much time we take back talk.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, people, big up on yourself. Right, people. Myself soap and them thing, you know, support Unseen Sports brand, you know, man. You understand? People, I'm gonna drop the video. So now watch it. Your turmeric soap and things, so you can link me up on Instagram if you're interested. Facebook number, calling number, same way. And purchase the soap, the turmeric soap for the face. So you have eczema, rash, bum, anything. Link up Unseen Sports. Just $1,200 for one. If you are far away from Ocherius, we can use a Nux word, not sure. Yeah, man, we can Nux with it. It's buy more than one. Yeah, I understand me. Unseen Sports. Damon, a late boy with a live from my brother. What? Corey Burke, Damian Burke. Big up yourself, my boss. No, when I live for him, no, sir. Why? Fix up the argument there. You know, so no, fix that up, that not ready. We leave for him. We just talk about him. We want him to perform good because he's not performing. And that is the truth. We don't like it, bite it. Yeah. All right, people. Listen to the comment. Listen to the video with the swap.